Allison, and you're watching my spring cleaning video series, Out with the Old Beliefs, In with the New, so that you can love the life you have and ultimately have the life you want. In this series, we're exploring how we can have less stress and more of what we want by decluttering our minds. Our beliefs create our behaviors, and our behaviors create the life that we have. So our beliefs create our life. They are responsible for everything we do or don't do. And more often than not, these beliefs leave us feeling stressed, anxious, worried, and not good enough. In last week's video, we took a look at the first step to cleaning out old beliefs, pulling everything out. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the second step, sorting through everything. And there's a few things to keep in mind as we begin to sort out our old beliefs. First, we need to decide what to keep and what to get rid of. Now, the ego is going to rear its ugly head during this process. It's going to want to hold on to beliefs and stories that help us feel safe. Just like when we were in our closet last week and we found that pantsuit hanging in the back, you're going to hear yourself saying things like, but what if I need it? Or, what if I lose those last 10 pounds and I want to wear it again, even though I haven't worn it in the last 10 years. Many of us are familiar with this cycle of stories that we tell ourselves. And we're also familiar with what starts to happen. We start to hold on to a lot of things that no longer serve us and ultimately start holding us back. Secondly, we need to assess what serves us and what doesn't. It's obvious that not all of our beliefs need to be cleared out, just like not everything in our closet needs to go. One way of assessing whether or not that belief serves us or holds us back is to ask ourselves, does this feel expansive or constrictive when I think that thought? Do I expand or constrict? Or you might ask yourself, how do I react when I believe this thought? Those should give you some pretty good indicators of whether that thought or belief is serving you or limiting you. And finally, we need to accept that our beliefs are not necessarily true. Now, this can be a little easier to swallow when we remember that we are not our thoughts. And just like we talked about last week, we aren't the box of yearbooks in our closet. Now, one of the easiest ways to realize that our beliefs aren't necessarily true is to try and invalidate or challenge the belief. For example, if I have a belief that everyone is out to get me, all I need to do is think of a few examples in my life when this wasn't true. I need to come up with some evidence or some memories where someone actually helped me out or offered me something or was on my side. The power of challenging our beliefs is probably the most effective way to start letting them go, which we're going to talk more about in next week's video. Tony Robbins uses a metaphor of a table to represent our beliefs. So if the tabletop is the idea, then the reason it's now a belief is because we have formed these legs that support it. And these legs are made of the references or examples that we have from our life or that we have created in our mind to support that belief. So if we want to challenge old beliefs or start to create new ones, all we need to do is tear down the legs that are currently there and start to build new legs to support the new belief we want. So now it's time for this week's challenge. I want you to think of 3 beliefs that are holding you back in some way. And then I want you to think of at least 3 pieces of evidence for how that belief isn't true. I want you to challenge and try to disprove that belief and see what happens. Now, I'm really interested to find out what sort of discoveries you uncover. So please come on over to my website and leave a comment below this video post sharing what you discovered. And if you liked this video, I invite you to share it with a friend or post it on Facebook. My mission is to reach as many people as possible with this message so that we can all have a little less stress and a little more ease in life. Now, if you haven't done so already, be sure to come to my website and sign up to receive the next video directly to your inbox. Plus, when you do, you're going to find out my 10 dirty little secrets for loving the life I have. Until next time.